Goal in the heart of the Diredawa city as well the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League. It's match day 6. It comes live to you in your World of Champions under the lights on this blessed Sunday. This fixture now holds historical value as last season's match. Current and defending champions, top of the log, St. George, Curious Georges, who are taking on arch rivals Arba Minch City. Jima Kinema beat St. George by virtue of goal difference. Both sides ending off on 55 points. Now here comes St. George. That shot is lined up and arrowed into the back of the net. This game needed a moment of magic as Emmanuel Mikel gets, well, his second goal of the season. It looked so composed and it was a nice, easy finish. One touch, two touch as he looked to his right-hand side. Then assesses and does a bit of troubleshooting before doing some real shooting. Back of the net. Jubilation. Shakhtar again concedes his 6th of the season. He scores his 2nd. This game, as I said, perfect timing for Coach Chengeta's men. That's the first shot on target, mind you. That's a good pass. Nice interplay. Agora in position, awaiting. He went for the selfish option there from Remeden Yusuf in that lackluster finish. You look at that to his right. Was his main man, the striker, the man who knows to put the back in the net. His profession is to score. But the 2nd of the campaign, Mo Salah. That was not Mo Salah, but Tesmegan Terese. Golden chance, the best chance by far for the Crocodiles. But I mentioned lacking in that killer instinct. Put on the plate for him. Never looked comfortable at all. Danel. That's a good looking cross. Terese meets it, but not well though. The best 2 chances have fallen to that man on shot. First it was Kapaito, then Danel. Terese was expectant, but not efficient. Now on the attack, it's Gugasa. It's Agoro. Clips it back into a dangerous area. And the escape, but nothing but a corner. The Arba Minch City. This all started from Cherenet Gugasa. Lost his balance, but somehow pirouetted out of danger. Then found the pass and ran over Agoro, whose shot was blocked. From thereafter, the big striker looked to cut it back on the 45. It's 4 subs for Coach Teferi. That shot carried power behind it. Merahun Meskele out of nothing. Finally, Lukwangwa Charles is tested with a shot of pedigree. Look how far that was. That was a rocket traveling. So much so, too hard to handle for Charles. There's a corner to contend with. And I think had that found its way into the back of the net, that'll be that. Because Arba Minch City have not consistently bothered in St. George's defense. Snapshot from the big man. Goes wide. Here's he met sharp. Oh, the keeper makes a mistake. Trips the player. What does the referee say? Penalty. What was Lukwangwa Charles thinking there? I mentioned all they needed to do was just manage the remaining minutes in this game. You can see he gets lost under the flight of the ball, misjudges it as the keeper, and then I think accidentally actually trips Ahmed Hussein. I don't think he meant to trip him as he was just returning back. Fist pump from Masei Teferi. He knows what a big point this will be. Here comes Arba Minch City from 12 yards out. And they do find that penalty, and it is Eric Gaipaito, his 2nd of the season. A crucial one. And it's that soon celebration from Cristiano Ronaldo. Boy, oh boy, they've cashed it out the embers, the dying embers of this game. Eric Gaipaito feeling good about himself. Him not so much, as his side will drop 2 points when it looked as if they were bang on course for 3. Well, it's 1-1 at the Diredawa Stadium at full time somehow.
the Diredawa city, the city that is currently hosting the Bet Kings Premier League, hosting these two teams, Hawassa City up against Faso Kenema at the Diredawa International Stadium. For Hawassa City, the likes of Bereket Samuel are they going for strike it in. Keeper with the save, Samaki Mikel. Bereket, the 27-year-old centre back for Hawassa City, good power behind it, had a real direction towards goal. A well-positioned keeper and a clean shuffle to parry it out. Still chance for Faso Kenema. Switch of play in the centre and a great turn. Missed this one. Misses this one with the great turn. That is Tafasi Solomon. What a movement. What an opportunity. Was supposed to have given Fasil Kenema the lead. Great turn. Just beats the defense of Hawassa City. The follow-through as well wasn't possible for Hawassa City. Chance for Mujib to take the one lead. Gets the goal in. That's Mujib with the response. Made the run. And scores his fourth goal of the season. That is Mujib holding it and coming in closer and closer to Uro Akuro, the current leading goal scorer. Look, it's a long-range pass in, and it was then returned back into their half, and just more pressure coming from Amalu. Look at the pass just between, and this man did not hesitate or disappoint. At the pass from Bigalu Janini, and the finish just to beat Minof Avul. Now chance in, but the flag is up for offside. The fans are celebrating the moment, only to realize that the flag was raised. Rather caught offside. Others are trying to make that run. They caught himself offside indeed. And his teammates on the other side picked it up because he didn't even celebrate with him. Just putting a great block. Tries to beat his way in and it goes down with the hope for the ref's attention. Still nothing. So to be hunting for a penalty, that is a Faso Kenema, and that will disadvantage them because the ref will then realize that every time they're in the box, they try to create a chance and they lose the ball, the players go down, and then have the facial expression, facial look towards the ref. So far. And the last 4 games, that is. Now chance in, and Muntari with the stretch. Movement. There's a pace being added on. Nicely floated in by Amsalu. Rather punched away by the keeper as well. And still in troublesome, the ball headed out for a goal kick. The punch short of Muntari. It looked a little bit not convincing. And the quick turn that came out of Pezabi was all read by the forest of players out of Hawassa. Chance in as Ifram is on side. Keeper stays on the line. Keeper from Ifram to give his team a second goal. Great move and a great cheap as well. That is Ifram as a very good goal scorer and scores the most beautiful goals in this competition. It's his second goal of the season, that is Ifram. And the pass. Oh, the offset was well close by the defense for Faso Kenema. This man, Ifram, read the movement of the keeper, and the chip was good enough to help them get the second goal of the match. Hawassa will be recording their third win in the competition. Pauline, and a foul is being committed on the far side. Satman Medane Pirane I think more than anything was bitten for pace and decided to pull the opponent. That is Pirane. He's on a yellow card. He accumulated now. It means he gets a red card. That is Medane Pirano given a red in this match. Or with the score mentioned, Hafawasa City 2 and Faso Kenema no. The first of a kind, the evening game of the Bad Kings Ethiopian Premier League brings you nothing but the best. Diredawa City versus Ethiopian Buna. Bad Kings Premier League at the Diredawa International Stadium. More numbers are just coming on and coming in. The largest contingent in terms of supporters. Chance to get that goal-scoring opportunity. Keeper comes up, but he blocks somebody. Keeper still in play. Saved from the line. Saved from the line in disbelief. Opinion had the chance. Supposed to have given his side the lead. Well-timed run, stays on side. And the 1v1 situation, it bounces off the keeper. But the follow-out through from Opinion wasn't convincing enough. Great recovery from Kwekutua. He finds the skill at its best as Nazir with a pass between the defenders. Follow through! Whew. Looked rather promising for Ethiopian Buna. Great pressure in the center. And just not the greatest shots from Asrat Donjo. A bit of control and skill. Still a chance for Diredawa. Got Charles on the other side with the strike, but not much to trouble the goalminder. Elias had the chance. He also had the supports while he was at it, but the power was lacking on his foot. Brook positions himself, goes for the first ball. Just away from the frame. Well, the intention was for the first pole. Good power on it as well. Dispossessed. There's 2 minutes to add it on. Oshala's got the run. In position of the ball. Sets up with the pass in. Couldn't get it right. But great efforts from the attack of Ethiopian Buna. Look at the movement. Shala with a great pass. But the finish from Nazir let him down. And the follow through. Follow-up by Brook was also not the greatest. Keeping a watchful eye defensively. Ref pulling out a card this time around, cautioning for the incident. That was a rather intentional pull. Now switch of the cross played in and header! Takes a lead as the Diredawa have profited from a set piece. What a drive! And igniting the fans that have been sitting for the longest time on the stands. That is Diredawa, the home team, has taken the lead. And as that man, the centre-back himself, Asante Kodret, has given Diredawa the lead. Yet to create more goal-scoring opportunities for the likes of Brook. Long-range pass, Piniam on side, piece the keeper, makes it 2! That is Diredawa. He's been knocking on doors, has been making the runs. That is Piniam. Look at the passing and the movement as well. Just dispossessing the ball in the center. And he timed his run very well, stayed on side. And the long-range pass to beat Kweku was all he needed in this match. Great pass from Tilby. Great movement as well. Deserving with so many chances that came his way. That is a Diredawa. Pass in. Still a ball live for him. Must pull down. And the ref has thrown it to the spots. And the players are fighting for the ball. The likes of Yusuf as well as Piniam fighting for the penalty. The great runs that Kweku, rather Piniam is having, and Kweku just pulling Piniam. A bit of an awkward angle for the ref as well, because he didn't really have a clear view of the pulling. As Yusuf sets himself up. Yusuf with power on it. beats Bereket Amari. Went the right direction, that is Bereket, but Yusuf, great power on it. Ball in and a pass over the defense. Chance to get that one, the consolation goal, but it goes out. And disbelief after making a great run, that is Antene. Just passed it over the goalkeeper. With the pass in to find Antene. 1v1 with the keeper against that one goal. To have that consolation goal, that is Antene. It's finally in the right place and at the right time for him to finish. It was a defensive error, that was. And the fans are happy, are delighted to witness such a beauty, such an amazing match. That is Diredawa 3 and Ethiopian Buna 1. Just say of the beautiful game of the Ethiopian Premier League, that is. Two sides yet to set themselves up on the log of the Bet Kings Premier League. Saba corner kick played in and a header in. Looked promising. Just elected direction from half Abtamu. Good height on it. Pass by Umar, finding Yared. He's got the technique to get the cross in now. Run in by Brook with the header! Opening goal by Brook. Mulungeta made the run, and the supply from Yared was rather very good. And this man, Brook Malungeta, with a smart move and just putting pressure while the ball is in the air. That is Brook Malungeta making the difference in the scoreline. It's just 34 minutes of play. So second corner for Diredawa City. Ball in and the head out. Not convincing a header by Jonas. Chance in and they equalize. That is rather a dramatic move. Can tell you, Nuri was not expecting that one to come his way. But Diredawa City have responded. Just hardly 5 minutes. Asman Tesfaye Tamirat has returned the favor. Just not convincing again clearance from Jonas. But it was returned with a long-range strike just to beat that man between the sticks. Great power and height on it. Keeper wasn't expecting it. But Tesfaye knew where he wanted to take the ball, and just Nuri. It's rather shocking for him that he finds himself conceding that one. Looked promising, that cross. Abtamu Tadesi with the cross. Churisa. My goodness, how do you miss that? Ooh la la. Churisa, everything right. You supply crosses most of the time, and you just always in the final third and causing us upset for side. But this time around, just that one chance that came your way. And a well-played ball in, but went rather underneath it and over the crossbar. Could have taken the lead from his side. The likes of Abdul Karim already late with their run, and the Nuris between the sticks were not going to have cover on it. Pass in the center now, pressing. Chance now for Fuad to make it two. Takes the lead. That is Fuad Fereja with the pressing. It's Abubakar Nuri was beaten. But Fuad with the high pressing and pace, having full control of the ball and just making sure that he beats the goalkeeper. Not happy with his defenders. That is Nuri. Ethiopian Insurance giving position of the ball, and the pressing now comes from Asmama with a pass. Finds Ali Line with the strike. Now follow through, and it's just Abtamu at the right position and a right finish for Diredawa City. Continues to have the dominance. That is Diredawa. They need the maximum points in this match. That is Abtamu Tadisi, who has just scored for Diredawa as the player to try and make the difference in the final. Now chance with the Kela, parried away. Goalkeepers are also not giving it easy. He fought for the movement, brought the ball into play earlier on, trying to get a Kela right, but the well-positioned Tapi here denied him the room. getting the final whistle. Pass played in. Now Kitika beats the keeper this time around, gets it right. It's too little too late, but it's all that matters is that they put in the pressure, they put in a pace. And this man, Kitika, was then well positioned to get his 2 touches and then finish it into the net. The Kitika Jima has scored the second goal for his side. Look at the pass and the movement as well. As the sun sets, Ethiopian Insurance have suffered a defeat. Diredawa 3 and Ethiopian Insurance 2 full-time.
A very good afternoon to you and welcome back to the land of origins. We are in Eastern Ethiopia as match day 12 of the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League continues to gather momentum here on your World of Champions. The Defense Forces side, Mekele Kaya, currently sitting 11th, do battle against Guy Kidane Mariam and Wolaita Dicha, who after 6 wins and scoring 13 goals find themselves 4th. He has a chance with Kalkidan Zeralem, looking for crossing space. He's allowed to run into a very dangerous area and then let's fly. Not the best of strikes from Kalkidan Zelalem. Very easy pickings from Clement Boy, who is going to be under the spotlight today.
He will be under the spotlight because Kalkidan scored a crucial goal against Addis. He has 3 goals to his credit, and once you allow him to drift towards the inside, he ends up on his favorite foot and could be dangerous.
This is Addis Hinsa getting into the area. A couple of challenges, looking for an option. A good chance inside the area, and it's in. Anthony Gutsa. The central defender moved forward, hoping for a header. It landed on his leg, and what a finish for Clement Boy. As Wolaita Dicha take the lead in Diredawa this afternoon over Mekele Kaya.
Look at that, so many green shots in there. But look at how many players from Wolaita Dicha are in open spaces. There are 3. There is Dawit, there is still Bereket Waldeoyanis, and of course Antene Goksa. And this, they will blame it on themselves.
Spin now picked up by Larry through the center. Teshome has continued with the run. This is Biruk trying to flood this one in and needed a big save from Wondersen Ashenafi. Biruk Semu wasn't very sure if he was crossing or trying to test the goalkeeper, but eventually it needed a huge save.
It's a surprise shot. I think it bounces off one of the midfielders, but again, that's quality goalkeeping by Wondersen Ashenafi.
Here he comes. Hirum Hargos! Oh, that was close. That was really close. It brushed the crossbar. And Wondersen Ashenafi is not happy with his defense.
That's quality. Quality is bending over the wall. And there was no chance for Ashenafi to get onto that one. Had it just dipped at the right moment, and things would have been different.
2 Wolaita Dicha players outside the areas. This is floated in, looking for options and almost turned in by Bereket Walde Johannes. Riding at the extreme end of that 6-yard box, and Clement Boy absolutely had no idea.
It looks like Mekele Kaya have not really solidly put their minds on this game, especially when defending set pieces. And that was very close from that tall man. Bereket Waldeoyanis could have been 2.
Still space for Mbiniam Bele, does well to Semere Hafte, who had space inside the box, and still a big opportunity coming out wide now to Ibrahim there. Right back, and a big chance! Oh, that coming off the crossbar. A huge opportunity then for Mekele Kaya.
Oh, that was close. Mbiniam Bele will always be a man to watch because he can go past 2 defenders. And that's quality he brings in. Coming in, Ibrahim Mohammed, of course, just missing that one. But Teshome Belechu was just lacking around the penalty area for that good shot. But he just kisses the crossbar and sends very worrying signals to Wolaita Dicha.
To Mbiniam Bele. Bereket Walde Johannes could be bitten. He's been bitten this time. A rush into the area by Mbiniam Bele looking for Semere Hafte. That is very good defensive work and goalkeeping from Wondersen Ashenafi.
You know, Bereket does not know whether he wants to cut towards the inside because he dropped his shoulder. Bereket bought it. He bought for it. And again, Guksa, he's already in the box. Guksa knows that any small touch on him is a penalty. And at this particular point, it's only the goalkeeper, Wondersen Ashenafi, who comes in at the nick of time to thwart that attack that was so dangerous.
Now, Ermias, chance to come forward for Mekele Kaya. Could there be last-minute drama from this one? Floating it, trying to beat the goalkeeper from distance. As Adisu Achula, Wanderson Ashanafi, a bit worried.
Well, that's terrific. That is a terrific shot. He knows that the ball is going to be dipping. You can see the activities on the Mekele Kaya terraces, with the fans just waiting for the right moment to be able to come out and explode in celebration.
His reaction tells it all. Segai Kidane Mariam has just seen his side pick up their third victory in a row. For Wolaita Dicha, they go third on the standings, just above Hawassa, as they keep marching to the summit, a summit that is currently still controlled by St. George and followed by Fasil Kenema. Segai Kidane Mariam will be happy with the performance shown by his boys out there. The reason they probably could be having a party later on today. Why? Because Wolaita Dicha has beaten Mekele Kaya by 1-0.
And we are live from the city of Diredawa at the aptly named Diredawa Stadium as we continue Bet King Ethiopian Premier League action. It's Walkito Ketema City who take on Ethio Electric. It's 10th versus 12th. These two sides know each other. Abubakar Sani looks for the captain Kabele. He's in. First shot for the marksman. Just slightly wide. Was there a touch? And from goalkeeper Sirhen Tadele. He knows that file so fortuitously for his top striker. The man they place so much emphasis and responsibility on. The defense for Ethio Electric allowed the ball to bounce, and somehow Abubakar Sani was able to manufacture a pass, as lucky as it was, to get to Kabere. He had one thing in mind and one thing only: unleash a strike just wide, not too far off. Which carried a lot of power in it. Luckily for Zerhin Tadele, from the right boot of Saif, it was safely over the bar. Yeah, he's on the chest. Had one thought in mind, and has to put his right foot through it, and he did. Two in the box, and one of them is helping the captain, Captain Kabere. Put on a play for him. One of the Ethiopia's best ever strikers was never going to miss out. How much they needed that goal. Up and running Walkita City. Now the question is, can they shut the back door? That is fourth, by the way, of the season for this pass. Girma, gorgeous from Girma. Now Kabere did the rest, really. In fact, it was his strike partner, Solomon, who had just gone to the left-hand side and found a crucial ball that got the bench in jubilation. Just over the halfway mark of the first half. And Walkito's sixth. Almost 7 point-blank range save from Tarel. Should have done better there on the half volley. It was that move again. The strikers connecting again. Kabere, this time around, turning out to be the playmaker. Flicked on the move, knowing what's to follow. Was Yola Shed Solomon, not the youngster, not showing the guile of the experience. Kabere in finishing in front of goal. Spent the 2016-17 season without a club after leaving David before joining St. George. South African fans will know him quite well as well. He used to play for Bidvest Wits. Day 4 and 5. Oh, and what a finish that is! Ketana Kabere has doubled the joy for the Walkito City fans. If this side's nickname is the Workers, he is the CEO. The CEO of goals. That's a 5th in 6 games for Ketana Kabere. What a time to find his form. His side needing him the most. From a dead ball, able to breathe life into the Walkito City. Oh, and almost a chance there for the goalkeeper to just tip it over in the end, though. Air shot, though, from Ebel Abdumi. Team is on 3. Tesmegan Terese on 3 as well. And for Ethio Electric, it has to be defended, and it was. At the near post by Ilak. Abinet Temse midfielder is their top goal scorer. Look at that. Hurt goes past his man. There was the initial attack on the right. The defender flung himself to the ground. Stay on your feet. The best defenders in the world will tell you the supply was cut off by Yilak. Otherwise, Sunny was tapping that in. And from the corner, it's allowed to go through, and Wahab Adams, a shirk of pain, he knows. So on the second, they don't get anything. Oh, hits the crossbar, and they do get a goal from a well-weighted free kick from distance as well. You would have thought Tasui would have tried to tip that over his crossbar. In the league, to see them still, what, in 12th position after 6 rounds of football in the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League. It's 2 Walketa City, 1 Electric at full time.